What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. I'm here with Ryan again. We're doing our second video. So to start off,
Give him the lazy eye.
That's great. All right, guys. So yeah, today the conversation topic is conversations. Getting out of your bubble. Trying to make friends, I guess. Trying
being
to meet
more
people.
extroverted.
Being extroverted. This is for all you introverts out there. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think one thing that definitely helped me become more extroverted was there's a few things. The first thing was I moved around a lot as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, not a lot. I went to a few different schools, but
You're military.
no. But
Just happened. That's
yeah,
what
it's just how my situation worked out.
Right.
That definitely helped me get out of my bubble. I remember the first time I went to a new school. It wasn't the first time I went to a new school, but the first time I realized that I needed to be more extroverted was when I was going to fourth grade. It was a new school. I was a new kid there, and I looked around, and it was fourth grade already. So like, most people there had been together since kindergarten. You know?
Oh, okay. Right.
So they already
friend groups.
they already had like pretty solid connections amongst themselves socially, and I was looking around. I was like, dude, everybody looks like they're best friends with each other, and I'm like the new kid. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you're the new kid.
Yeah. So I was like, that's when I was like, dude, I need to like make a friend, and it was pretty that actually it's pretty hilarious how that worked out, because the very first kid that I decided to like make friends with actually turned out to be my lifelong friend.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Wait, you still know them? Now?
I was talking to him yesterday actually. On the
That's
phone.
awesome.
He lives in Arizona now. His name's Chris. And yeah, and here's the funny thing. So we were both in the same situation, and like he was a new kid at that school too. I didn't know this.
Oh.
So he was new there too,
Yeah.
and we were kind of going like through the same like background. Like we had like kind of the same background. He
Yeah.
was raised by a
Very
single,
relatable.
yeah, he was raised by a single mother. The only thing at the time, he was the only child. I had a sibling, but yeah, he had just moved there. He had just moved to that town. He had just gone to that school for the very first time that year. So we had like all these things in common, and we didn't even realize it at that moment. But yeah, we became lifelong friends.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, and that's when I was like, ever since then, I was like, dude, I want to be an extrovert.
See,
you know?
yeah, exactly. I mean, I was very introverted when I was in middle school, and that's when I guess that's like half my life. Yeah.
Yeah.
So, I mean, there was a reason for it. I didn't really have to talk to anyone. There's, you could just go through school and just not talk to anyone. I still had friends, but I wasn't like as extroverted as I am now, where I could just go up and I want to talk to people, want to engage with people. One that had to do with I didn't feel good about myself. I thought I was overweight, and I was like, okay, I wasn't really like hyping myself up. Joined swim, did swim for like forever. Started losing weight, getting attention from girls, and that was when I was like, what the hell's going on? Like, why are you talking to me?
And this was in middle school, you said?
Yeah, this is in middle school.
Okay.
And then come high school, that's when I was just like, oh, okay, I have kind of this like, I want to improve myself. I don't really like to put myself out there. I want to like, I want people to really like me and enjoy me and be like, hey Ryan, I see you. Just do something stupid.
Yeah.
Or everyone likes to just like talk.
Yeah.
And just have a good time. So, you kind of develop your own personality, and it's really interesting to think like how I was in middle school to how I am like now. Obviously, it's a big span of time, I have a lot more experience. I have a lot, I know a lot more.
Yeah.
And I just remember, like, at one point I was like, I don't want to be, like, there's nothing wrong with being introverted, mind you. Like, more than half my friends are introverted.
Yeah.
And it's just more of, like, I kind of, like, chose to do this, and it wasn't easy. Like, I was really uncomfortable with it at first, and slowly you just kind of put yourself out there more, and it becomes, it's second nature.
Yeah.
And you're just having a good time.
So like, you made a conscious decision to be more extroverted.
Well, it's not more of, like, I chose to do it. Like, maybe my mentality kind of leaned towards it at first, but it's more of I wanted to do it.
You wanted.
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm willing to just kind of, whether it'll inconvenience me to be, because I think people are worried about being fake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, oh, you could just you're just acting this way to get, like, attention or something. But I think it's just more building, like, a character,
Yeah.
and building a personality people like and you like.
Yeah.
And I think that's the most important thing is, getting more accepting of yourself
Yeah.
and be willing to change yourself, I guess.
I think yeah, I agree. It's definitely there's a lot of anxieties you have to go through, right? That one that you said about appearing fake, nobody wants to be fake anymore, what's all that stuff. I think
Yeah, just mess around.
I mean, it's like this new thing, but also, like, I think people don't want to be weird,
Right.
People, I mean, sometimes people take pride in being weird.
I'd describe myself as weird.
Yeah.
Probably because other people
I
have.
describe myself as weird too, I like being weird. You have to embrace the weirdness,
And weird's being a lot better than strange.
Yeah. Strange. Exactly. And, that's a good point. And I will say that people who
I met some strange people.
strange people, there are a lot of strange people.
God bless them.
Now, in no way, shape, are we saying that being an introvert is a bad thing.
No, not at all.
There's nothing wrong with being introverted. If you're introverted, it's totally fine. The thing is, I feel like there's not as many rewards to being introverted as there are to being extroverted. Now, I know there are benefits of, like, I know there are, like, attributes to both of them. I know that introverts are stronger in certain areas, certain personality traits, right? They tend to be more intelligent. They tend to be, more loving.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, they tend to care. Like, when they actually do make a bond with somebody, it tends to be.
It's, like, more genuine.
It's a more genuine.
That's
bond.
understandable because,
Yeah.
I mean, I meet a lot of different people.
Yeah.
And I guess, I could see that kind of, like,
Yeah.
I see 100 different faces a day. Yeah. And it can only make, as they say, you can only have, like, 100 different interactions, meaningful. You remember them, a little bit about them. And yeah, I could see that where I just kind of have this reaction to, when it's easy to talk to. I find it very easy to talk to people, but I don't remember finite details about them.
Yeah.
Whereas if you're introverted and you only talk to a few amount of people, you know a lot. You're probably more engaged.
Yeah.
You're probably ask a lot deeper questions, and you cherish those friendships because those are what you have when you're close knit.
Yeah. Exactly.
I didn't really think about that.
Yeah.
That's really
So
interesting.
there are benefits of being introverted. I just think it's good to be balanced as well. I think there's good to be an introvert at times. I think it's also good to be extrovert when you need it. I think being extroverted could be a tool. Be used more as a tool in certain situations, like job interviews. Or even on the job, if you do some kind of customer service job, and just any any given time where you at a social gathering, you know, a party or, you know, just, you know,
That's when it comes out at a party.
that's when it comes out, right?
Yeah. Most of my friends were just like, oh, getting uncomfortable.
Yeah.
And my friend's really, really honest. And he's like, all right, my social anxiety's getting up. We're here. I'm like, it's okay. Here, I'll just go over there and do something stupid, and then you can just go off.
Yeah. You know, it could be used as a tool, is what I'm saying, and so yeah. So as far as the anxieties now, there's a lot of anxieties.
There's a lot to think about.
A lot,
People
dude.
are complicated.
And you kind of have, I know we are social creatures, and because of that, we have developed this sense of reputation. Now, reputation to me is, it's almost a ghost. It's almost not there. Because, first of all, what determines a reputation, who really needs a reputation, right?
I mean, the
So-
reason why we have it is just so we can, you know, we have a reliable way to interact with, you know, our community, which is very important. Like we're like you said, we're social. We're very social creatures, and you know, if you don't have a good relationship, or what's it? Not relationship. Reputation. Sorry. Then you can't really work very well in society. Like people have bad reputations, they're shunned. Yeah.
Right.
And you want to upkeep that because you want to be part of it. Like when you fall back, all you really have to fall back on is like, I mean, we have different programs in the community to, you know, help you out. But the reason why we're in that community is because everyone can interact with each other. That's why we're not like going around killing each other. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, obviously there's laws and
Yeah.
you know all this other stuff, but I always think about it as just imagine a bunch, you know, your kids in the playground, you're just trying to get through it, and everyone's just trying to get, you know, go forward, progress
Right.
in a good light. And I think if you like think about it in a very simple way, you know, oh, this person across from me, you know, at this counter at this liquor store is just trying to, you know, get to that next paycheck to go forward. You know what I mean? They're not. That's their goal. That you could at least, you know, have that common kind of ground with them. And I don't know, I think I like level with people a lot, where if someone's, you know, having a really bad day and they're just, you know, they're probably taking it out on you a little much, but at least, you know, in the end, we're all trying to get there, and, you know, they're not exactly venting out.
Right. Okay, so you're saying that reputation is important in the sense that, you know, we're a community, and
yes.
we need to be aware of you know, where, you know, kind of like everybody in the community, I guess, right?
Right.
When I agree with that, and for that, you know, for that reason, there's criminal records, you know. For that reason, there's driving records. For that reason, there's
It's to hold you accountable.
yeah.
Essentially, because
For that reason, there's what's the other thing? That one, credit scores.
credit scores, yeah.
You know,
Classic. Everyone loves them.
yeah. You know, those things are tied to you as an individual. The thing is, while those things are tied to you, there's a lot of things that aren't tied to you. And one of those things is definitely your reputation in
Yeah.
high school. Okay, so if you're in high school and you're watching this,
It's
don't
'cause
think that reputation is gonna stay with you for the rest of your life. Okay,
it really doesn't.
it doesn't. And I know it's a little bit tougher in this kind of. This is a small town, you know what I mean? Everybody knows each other, but it's not as small as you think it is if you do live here. This is Santa Maria. I think the population is what eight.
Good question.
What is the population here?
I know
80,000,
it sounds right.
something like that.
Someone will tell you.
Yeah, I could be off, but the point is, the world's a big place, and you can't be worried about. I don't think you should be worried about your reputation. I think you should worry more about other things. There's so many other distractions, you know. There's so many other, not just distractions, but like so many other things you could think about than just your reputation.
Really having good goals. Really, working
Yeah.
for something.
You know, improving yourself. And reputation is I think people try to take control of their own reputation.
Right.
That's something that a lot of business owners do. You know, politicians. They're people who rely on the community.
Like their job is
Looking
solely
good.
based on their reputation.
It's all looking good,
Yeah.
right? And so, while they do need to worry about your reputation, their own reputation, you as an individual most likely don't need to worry about that. I will say that the people with the best reputations are people who are more focused on improving themselves individually, rather than and not so much worried about what people think about them. You know,
Mhm.
I think you I mean, don't be rude to the people around you.
Right. You'll see that will not work out for you very
Yeah.
quickly.
Don't be rude, you know, but have fun, you know what I mean? And if you're in high school or college, you know, school is about having fun, I think.
It's like an extended daycare.
It's an extended daycare,
Except
you
where
know?
you work, where you work.
Yeah. And like, yeah, your community is small on a campus, but who cares, dude? Have fun, dude. Have fun.
Yeah.
Talk to whoever you want to talk to, you know, and just, you know, don't say like, don't make like,
It's more of like
There's-
build a lasting relationship with someone. Like have like, when you're meeting someone, you're just imagine like not like you're dating them, you're not romantically involved, but more of like you want to be friends with them. You know what I mean? You want to have a good friendship. You want to be honest. Because I know like I had literally all my best friends. I still talk to them all the time, and they're all from high school. And the more the more you like you make yourself vulnerable to somebody, and obviously they don't betray you. The more you trust them, and the more, I guess, what is it? The more value you find in having that friendship, and it's just so important to just have other people around you.
yeah.
Just deal with life. There's so much just random stuff
Yeah.
that will, happen. A lot of tragedy, but it's really like how,
It's good to have a network, right?
yeah, like how well you could get yourself up.
Yeah.
It's not about how hard you fall. It's like how,
Are you in the sun, dude?
yeah, I am in the sun.
Oh, shit.
No, it feels good.
You good? Okay.
I don't know how it is, up there.
Don't worry about that.
I'm getting a small tan.
Hey, it's the winter time. You need to stay tan.
Yeah, that's fair.
So, okay. Yeah, that's good stuff, dude. What else? What else should we talk about? What didn't we talk about?
I mean,
Make the first move, you know?
Oh.
Don't... I think, right?
yeah, making the first move.
Making the
Yeah,
first...
it's really up to you to do it.
It is up
Like,
to you.
I think everyone. I mean, what's the fantasy of someone someone you are attracted to comes up to you, like starts talking to you. You could be that person.
Yeah.
Like you're probably someone's fantasy somewhere.
And I'm not just talking about,
Quote,
making the first move with a girl. Make the first move with anybody, you know? Be someone's friend.
So I just relate it to like relationships.
Oh yeah, I know. Make the first move. Yeah, I guess that sounds like a relationship thing.
There's nothing wrong with like, okay, I'll give a very very interestingly, since I like to talk to a lot of people. I was seen as what is it? Like I'm coming on to them, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
especially
yeah.
obviously with females, because I'm the opposite sex of them, and it's
Yeah.
normal for me to
Okay,
like,
that.
you know, to like them.
Yeah.
And that's something you got to get past. Like you can't. That's where I think people are scared the most. Where they're like, well, what if they think I'm just there to get in their pants or whatever? Obviously, no one really thinks they're like, oh, he's trying to text me,
Yeah.
which has some truth.
It does.
But
At the end of the day, yes, I do want to get in their pants. But that doesn't mean that's why I came up to you, okay? Because that's not what I was.
That's not the end of the day. I have really good friends that are attractive. I'll be like, oh, you know, you're an attractive person, but I'm not trying to like.
Okay, but let's be honest though. Okay, maybe, okay, not at the end of the day. All right, maybe not at the end of the day, but like, let's say you, but like you are, like you said, they're attractive. Right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know,
There's nothing wrong with that.
naturally, if we were in the animal kingdom, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course. Sorry, just another subject is how you what is it? How you discriminate with people you want to date. I say discriminate because you're pretty much discriminating. You'll see someone and be like, okay,
It's a yes or a no.
they're not. I mean, they could be a good person. You know what I mean? You wouldn't mind having a friendship with them. But as soon as you see them, you're just like, you know, you have either a good idea or you're like, oh my god, she is just drop dead gorgeous. Or he, you know, whatever you're interested in.
Okay. Now, I want to save this for another video. Alright. We're getting into the subject of approaching women. We just had a conversation, a solid conversation.
Very long conversation.
About you know, talking to girls and stuff like that. So let's make a video on that. I think this video is just about extroverts and introverts.
Really just put
So
yourself out there.
say hi to somebody. You know, that's where it starts. I feel like, you know,
Hello.
pass by somebody you don't know and just say hi. Just wave at them, smile, say hi. How are you
Preferably
doing today?
smile. Don't do the.
Try to smile. It's hard to smile. It's hard to smile unnaturally. Just say hi at least. Say hi at least. Just have a good day.
Go do something, you crazy kids.
Go do something, dude. Have a good one.